Yeah, Kwame. So there you have it. So full time 1-1. Manchester United go down with one man down. Go to penalties. They basically win. Havertz the donkey misses a penalty. Miss so many chances.
Martinelli,
Bro, Kwame,
one trick
man,
pony.
just give me your thoughts on this game as well, because I feel like
Raheem
bursting
Sterling.
right now, man. I feel
For
like
me, I don't want to make an emotional comment. For me, I don't want to. This is the worst time to attack the players, because I can tell you, everybody, this is not even specific players, everybody was a bundle of nerves. And if you're running an organization, you have to blame the CEOs. If a few people are bad apples, then you can say yes. But now, today, everybody was frozen. Why? Nobody wanted to misplace a pass. Nobody wanted to mess, because they have created a powder keg situation. We've nearly won the league twice. Now, there's all this talk of, will we say Arteta is a success if he doesn't win a third one, right? All this pressure can be diffused if Kroenke's just bought 3 players. Just 3. 3 solid. Problem with Arsenal, why we find ourselves in this situation, we always go shopping for washed up Chelsea rejects, Man U rejects, whatever.
City rejects.
So what do we expect? But like now, if Havertz couldn't hack it at Chelsea, why would he hack it at Arsenal?
But the question is,
if Raheem Sterling couldn't hack it, and when I say hack it, I don't mean playing at top 4 level. We are looking for the title.
Yep.
We are looking for the title. If they are buying, if West Ham can buy Kudus, we couldn't afford 40 million.
But the question goes. But you see, as much as you are blaming the Kroenkes and whatnot, the question still goes back to the coach.
Because the personnel.
Who points out by them as that he wants a player? Mikel Arteta.
It's not his money.
It's not his money. Yes, it's not his money.
If
but
they don't want to spend
65 million, honestly. Bro, we let Tony go for 40 million, a striker, and decided to sign Merino, Calafiori, and Sterling.
Yeah.
Who makes these decisions? Who decides that he wants a player in this team?
Maybe that's why Edu is fired.
No, Edu resigned, man. So he just saw that, man, this thing is just washed up. I'm actually looking back at that Edu's resignation. Bro, there's a problem with this club. There's a problem. But anyway, let's just now focus on the game.
So this is how I choose to look at it. This is a season-defining game for Man U, and it's also a season-defining moment for Arsenal. If we won this game and Kroenke did a press conference and said they are buying 2-3 players, it would be the beginning of a. But now, the way we are playing, I can see another 5 draws, and we are not catching up with Liverpool.
Now, I say this, but early on in my match preview, I say that the 3 games we had, the Newcastle game, the Manchester United game that just from playing right now, and the Spurs game, those are games that are basically going to define how season is going to be. And truth be told, bro,
that's what is happening.
We're not winning the league. We are out of the FA Cup, probably also out of the Carabao Cup, because there's no way we're going to
turn around that.
Turn around a
2-0 deficit.
A 2-0 deficit. It's not making sense. It's not going to happen. The way this team is playing, bro, this team is dead.
Let me ask another burning question that you are avoiding. I know silent Kronk makes people forget that he's there. If you had the power to do something right now, and don't talk about emotions, don't talk about firing Mikel, don't talk about insulting Havertz. That's an emotional thing. After that now, what do we need to transform this team?
It's very simple, Mazda. It's what it is saying. The good thing is these things are happening when we're in the transfer window. We have players that are getting injured. Just go and buy people and buy them early.
Another thing that I want us to address so that people stop attacking our players. You see, the problem with the Kroenkes, they buy one player, then they want to wait 3 seasons.
Yep.
Then while they wait for 3 seasons, then they buy people wakushikilia, make wait people to hold. They have the Williams, the Havertz, the Raheem Sterlings, even that defender who had shaggy hair. Like we are not buying people for the future that will raise the game up. It's just after pressure losing that player to Man U. By the way, we also lost Chido Obi Martin.
And you know that just goes back.
Chido, we lost him to who? To Man United.
No, is it
the top scorer in youth
the academy player?
He was bought by Man United.
Was he bought?
Yes.
It's not Bayern Munich.
Chido Obi Martin.
I think he went to Bayern.
No.
Because he was linked with Manchester United, but then
Let me show you. It's in the youth of that one. I can prove it right now.
anyway, as we check that out, I think my mic is actually also. I think we'll basically use this mic. So the thing is this, like,
okay, Chido Martin. For Manchester United.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
so do you know what happened? He asked for money or to be promised to play. They didn't. Now that's why they made Rwaneri play. So clearly there's something wrong within the ranks.
And
because we lost one of our best players.
Yep.
Now we are in a situation where we'll have like 4, 5, 6 players leaving us with no replacements.
Yeah.
Partey is 30 something. If I was them, I would sell Partey now, as scary as it is, rather than him going for free. I'd sell Partey. We should have sold Jesus before he gets injured. If it was me, I would have sold Partey. I would have sold Jesus to get money to buy somebody who would last.
Yeah.
But the problem with Arsenal, we wait till last minute. From the last 3 seasons, Arsenal is the only team that does not sell its players at a profit. West Ham sells at a profit. Brighton sells at a profit. Chelsea sells at a profit.
Scamming.
We are the only people who don't have a proper strategy of investing and selling at a profit. Like right now, we had the only real striker on paper we had was Jesus. Now he's just come back from injury. Instead of controlling his minutes, we put him there. We know he does the same old tricks. We could have benched him, made him play a few minutes every time, sell him at a profit. Yep. Now he's going to go, I think, for free, because who's going to want to buy him at the end of the season injured?
Yep.
You see, so now we have all these injuries. Why do we have all these injuries? We depend too much on the first 11. Yet we know that is if we want to win the league, you need 2 players in every position. And you need to be buying 1 or 2 players every window. Now, Arsenal has created a situation where we may lose several players between now and the next summer market that now we can't replace, because the truth is this financial fair play will not allow you to replace 5 players at a go. What does that mean? We won't win the league for another few years again.
Yep. So it's just back to default settings. And let me just say this. We are basically going back to the toxic days of Wenger, whereby we'll basically have half of the fan base saying Arteta in. Believe me, when I say what Mikel Arteta has been able to do to this team is basically unite the fans. But right now, I'm telling you, the Arteta out fans, they're getting louder and louder. And the fan base, we're going to watch FTV after this. And you'll see, I'm telling you, the fan base is actually going to...
would have done better with this team?
I really can't say, because it's the first time.
Right now has Marcus Rashford, has that Danish guy. They have 3 or 4 strikers. Ahmad. What do we have?
But listen, we had the opportunity.
Nothing.
But we had the opportunity to sort that out.
So who's the problem?
It's just this fucking ownership, man.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell
ownership.
you.
And
yeah, we can attack Arteta, we can attack Havertz, we can attack whatever. Havertz is a good squad player, because Havertz can. You see what Havertz help us with. He can play wing. He can play as a false 9. He can play midfield. So when somebody gets injured, he can fill in. So he's a good squad player. But you cannot say that now we are going to make Havertz our main striker. You can tell that by what is happening at Man City.
But then let me ask you now,
because when that guy from Neuer has been failing to score, you saw what happened to Man City. That is Man City with top players. So we are not any special.
Well, the question is this: we bought Havertz at 65 million,
but not as a striker. He was not supposed to play as a striker.
He was supposed to play as a midfielder, right?
Yes, midfielder or a false 9.
Or false 9.
Yes.
Was it really worth it?
I feel, okay, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Let's look at it from a qualitative and a statistics perspective. What number is Arsenal right now?
In the Premier League, we're number 2.
We are number 2.
Yeah.
Now, if an emotional volleyball fan looked at the league, would Arsenal be considered a failure? Without emotion. Let's just talk about
Kwame.
Me, I'm talking.
Are you comfortable?
I'm not. I want you to say, if a volleyball fan looked at the league.
Yeah.
So what I am saying is, Arsenal is not washed up. We have a bad owner who does not want to invest to take us to the elite. You see, for us to win, we need to reach Real Madrid level, Barca level, Bayern level, Man City level. We are not there. That's what it takes to win the league.
And
That's what it takes to win the league. So I don't want us to have sweeping statements and say, change the whole team. We are number 2, for God's sake.
we can't change the whole team, I
Yeah,
understand.
so the team is not washed up. Let's if what a statistician was, look, we have the best defense in the league. The best defense in the league. What we have right now is an inspiring, tasteless football because we have not.
As you can see, man, our butts are basically dying. Let's wrap this up. So listen, in simple terms, for me, when it comes to
KRONKE out campaign, sell the club to somebody who loves Arsenal. KRONKE has spent billions of pounds on 2 stadiums for American bloody football. I have nothing against it, but if you're an investor and you're the main investor in Arsenal Football Club, and you don't want to spend, we've been selling for the last 2 windows, and we don't replace. We just buy washed up players from Chelsea. Chelsea replaced the whole squad.
Yep.
The whole squad, literally. Yep. They replaced the whole squad. They spent 80 million on Mudryk, who now got doping whatever.
Yep.
But they are still there. For us, we're not even telling them to spend on a whole squad. 3-4 players makes us Real Madrid quality. But now the problem is, you want Saliba to play every single game. You want Gabriel to play every single game. You want Saka to play every single game. You want Odegaard to play every single game. These people are not machines.
That's the thing. Like, as we wrap this thing up, I even don't know what to say, man. I think this has been one of that embarrassing game to watch.
KRONKE out.
KRONKE out. Just sell the club.
Sell the club to somebody who loves Arsenal. I wouldn't want. It's like you have a problem in your family and you start attacking your children. KRONKE out. KRONKE must go. If they don't show ambition in this, by the way, this is their last chance to do something meaningful in this transfer window. If KRONKEs don't spend, let's start the same campaign. Turkish, if he ever watches this, and all other Arsenal fans, let us rally behind as all Arsenal fans and have a campaign for KRONKEs out. Because these guys don't want to spend. Do you know why I'm annoyed? Because of the amount of money he spent in America for those clubs. This guy is one of the richest guys in the world. But we are not benefiting from this. So KRONKE out. I'm not going to attack our players. I am not. This is a case of children who have been scared because they are scared to lose. Nobody wants to make a risk. They are doing sideways passes, and they are forcing people like Partey to play right back. We have reached such a stage where now we just have to play with what we have. And Arteta, because these people are his paymasters, he cannot talk trash to the owners. But he has he's hinted that they are short in so many aspects. They are not yet there yet. But the KRONKE, silent KRONKE, always quiet. All the time we are connected to all the players in the world. We are not whatever. If we got Mamouche, we got Zubimendi, and bought Osimhen. Just those 3. The game, our team changes.
So the thing is this: when the transfer window, let's see if these guys are actually going to invest in anything. I personally don't see them investing in anything. So listen, that's it for the FA Cup. Wednesday, very disappointing.
Man United, well-deserved winners. Man United. I am proud of Amorim. First season in charge, a lot of pressure. He has not even had a whole preseason to impact his philosophy.
Bro, we move, man. See you guys on the next one.
On to the next one.